everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I apologize for being absent, you guys. I'm still having major eye issues. I am getting better, but I'm still not 100%. So I am really behind on a lot of the Royal Tea, but I want to make these videos for you because there's just so much to discuss. So I hope you will support my channel, guys. You're going to have 1 to 3 videos today, and every single day this week I'm going to try to put out as much content as I possibly can. So I hope that you will support me and watch the videos. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy Royal Daily Tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have just completed their 3-day tour of Nigeria, where they proclaimed, "I'm the king of the world," because we all know that Harry and Meghan have now crowned themselves the new prince and princess of the Commonwealth. And Nigeria was just the very first stop on their brand new worldwide tour to prove that exiled royals are important too. That even though they live in Montecito, California and are no longer working royals, that doesn't mean that Harry and Meghan can't live out their Megxit wet dream of being half in and half out as working royals. But in my opinion, this was an epic fail, and it was cringy and embarrassing. And I do believe that Harry and Meghan have shined a spotlight on themselves, but not in the way that they intended. Now, we all know that Harry and Meghan live in an echo chamber of yes people telling them how wonderful and successful this tour was. But a lot of people are starting to see the cracks that are happening behind the facade of Harry and Meghan. So we're going to break down a couple of key moments that really highlights the difference between a real royal and 2 people cosplaying working royals. In my opinion, this Nigeria trip blew up in their face, and they're going to have major consequences. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is the fact there was a lack of royal protocol because Harry and Meghan are not working royals. Now, a lot of people were very angered and upset because they did have a red carpet and they did have some royal treatment. It was not at the same level that the king would have if he traveled there, but it was definitely a mock royal tour. Now, in my opinion, Meghan Markle looked like a trollop walking off of a party yacht, rolled up into that school wearing a wrinkled party dress that was flesh-colored and highly revealing of her backside and her side boob. It was one of the most inappropriate outfits I have ever seen. Now, when you look at other royal women from around the world, you would have never caught Catherine or Sophie, the Queen, Princess Anne, even Queen Maxima, Queen Letizia, or Queen Mary of Denmark wearing such an inappropriate outfit for a daytime royal event at a school full of children. Meghan Markle was wearing an outfit you would wear to a party, not a quote-unquote royal event at a school of children in a very Muslim conservative country. I cannot believe she wore a dress that was ill-fitting, too long, nude-colored, showed side boob, and was practically backless. You can tell that Meghan made people around her extremely uncomfortable. Now, the reason why they have something called royal protocol, you know, the thing that Meghan Markle refused to learn when she was an actual working royal, is the fact that royal family members are diplomats, they're dignitaries. Their main job is to spread goodwill, to welcome people, to host people to their country, to be guests in other people's countries, and to learn the proper way to address people, the proper way to act, and the proper way to dress as to not offend people and their cultures. But clearly, Rachel from Suits, y'all, she's entered the chat and she's got it covered. She doesn't need any assistance in the wardrobe department. Again, I had secondhand embarrassment. You can see plenty of video footage and photographs of people's reactions to Meghan Markle's wardrobe choices. I can't believe that Harry was not embarrassed that his wife was walking around looking like a trollop. You would never see a real royal woman ever wear the outfits that Meghan Markle wore, especially to a country like Nigeria. There were so many photos of the men trying not to look at Meghan. They were very uncomfortable. There was this one photograph where Meghan is painting a photo, and the man holding the photograph and every single one of the men in the audience had their face averted away from Meghan Markle. Even the girl in the photograph, who was very covered up, you could tell she was mortified staring at Meghan. She literally was trying to cover herself more, like she wanted to subconsciously cover Meghan. Again, Meghan is sitting there with this maniacal grin, like, look at me, y'all. I'm the Princess of Nigeria. Look at me. Completely unaware that every single person was extremely uncomfortable. Now, we all know that her entire wardrobe was very, very inappropriate with the amount of skin that she showed. The other part that was extremely cringeworthy was the narrative that Harry and Meghan were using Nigeria and the Nigerian people as their new backdrop for their Sussex brand. Rumor is they were filming a documentary about the 43% Nigerian princess Meghan Markle returning home to her country. Now, the other thing I find extremely in bad taste was the fact that Meghan kept proclaiming Nigeria as her country. This is my country and I am home because I am 43% Nigerian and you can see yourself in me. I am your brand new role model. I am Rachel Meghan Markle from Montecito, but go ahead and just call me Princess of Nigeria. Again, she was literally hijacking the country and the culture of the Nigerian people. Now, a lot of people were extremely offended by the fact that Meghan Markle kept referring to herself as Nigerian. You are my people. I am home. This is my country. There was a podcast where some individuals were saying, you're not a Nigerian woman. You certainly do not embody the culture nor the mindset of a real Nigerian woman, because a real Nigerian woman respects her elders and she respects not only her family, but also the royal family. Harry and Meghan are forgetting that Nigeria is a part of the Commonwealth and that his grandmother was the queen for 70 years. A lot of people still hold the queen in high regard, and they do not take kindly to people disrespecting their family. So they were not impressed with Meghan Markle and her claim of being 43% Nigerian, although she has never offered up any proof of her genealogy test. Let's not forget, in 2015, Miss Meghan Markle proclaimed that her great-great-grandfather was from Malta, and she got a free trip to Malta, even dressed in traditional Malta outfits, and then said, oh, the final piece of the puzzle finally fits. I am with my people. Now all of a sudden she feels like she fits in with Nigeria without studying or learning anything about the actual people or the culture. Another cringy part of this tour that led to it being an epic failure was the fact that Prince Harry donned the white savior suit, walking around inspecting troops, even though he is no longer a working royal and holds no military office, and then went to a very fake and staged hospital visit where he sat there by the bedside and was trying his hardest to mimic his mom, Princess Diana. It was very white savior-ish to me. You know, one of the major criticisms that they gave to William and Kate, well, Harry and Meghan were sure to replicate it in spades. Now, another thing that was very cringy was the fact that Meghan and Harry accepted gifts from the host country. Now, when most royal family members, dignitaries, and politicians go and visit someplace, they don't take gifts because it looks like you're taking kickbacks and bribes. Well, kickbacks and freebies and blood diamonds, well, I guess that's right up Meghan Markle's alley. Now, if the wardrobe wasn't a big ick factor and the fake inspecting of the guards or the white savior hospital moments or the fact that Meghan Markle made the trip about herself and her being the 43% Nigerian princess where everyone can now bow down and worship her, if that wasn't the worst, well, the final one is literally the nail in the coffin for me. They surrounded themselves with not one, not two, but three corrupt individuals. So they say you are the company that you keep, and Harry and Meghan just keep surrounding themselves with the wrong people. Now, in my second video on the coverage of Harry and Meghan's epic failure of their Nigerian tour, we're going to break down the fugitive and the fraud part of their Nigerian trip. And in my opinion, this is not a good look for Harry and Meghan, but I do find it a little bit fitting that the newly crowned Prince and Princess of Nigeria are with a bunch of scammers and con artists. So you guys head over to video 2 of the Nigerian trip coverage. And again, I do appreciate y'all supporting me. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you over on part 2. Bye, guys.